Before you do anything else, stop and look closely, because the coin you've walked past 1,000 times, the coin you spent without thinking, the coin you might have lying somewhere in your car, your drawer, your old collection, might be worth more than your entire lifetime of earnings. And today, for the very first time, I'm revealing an opportunity that only the subscribers of Old Quarter Dollar Value will ever hear. This is the shocking story of the 2006 Colorado State Quarter, a coin so ordinary, so common, so invisible in everyday life that almost nobody on Earth realizes one rare version of it has surged in value to a staggering $9 million. Yes, $9 million for a state quarter minted less than 20 years ago. You're not dreaming. You're not imagining. And this is not a rumor. This is the kind of discovery that turns ordinary Americans into millionaires overnight, and the kind of story the world never expects until it happens. Somewhere in America, maybe in a pocket, a bankroll, a jar of forgotten change, or inside the home of someone watching this video right now, there is a 2006 Colorado quarter with a minting anomaly so rare, so mathematically improbable, so historically important, that it has become one of the most valuable modern coins ever discovered. And today, I'm doing something no collector, no dealer, no expert has ever dared to do. I am offering to buy 2 of these coins for $9 million each, from anyone who finds one. If you have it, if you discover it, your life will change forever. But here's the part that matters. This opportunity is only for the subscribers of Old Quarter Dollar Value, only for the people who believe in treasure hidden in plain sight, only for the people who take these stories seriously, only for the people brave enough to check their pockets, their drawers, their collections, and their forgotten boxes. So if you're not subscribed, do it right now, because the moments that follow may become the most important minutes of your life. Let me take you back to 2006, to a year that seemed normal in every way. The U.S. Mint released the Colorado State Quarter as part of the 50 State Quarters program. Millions were printed. Children collected them. Adults ignored them. Cashiers handled them without a second glance. They clinked together in vending machines, coin counters, parking meters, laundromats, and convenience stores. Nobody knew that within this massive ocean of ordinary quarters, a microscopic minting error, so small it escaped every inspection, every camera, every quality control measure, had created a handful of coins that would become modern-day legends. A flaw in the die pressure, a misaligned strike, a microscopic metallurgical variance, a slight deviation in the mountain contours on the reverse. Whatever the cause, the result was a coin unlike any other Colorado quarter ever minted. A coin that collectors have hunted for years. A coin so rare only a few are believed to exist. A coin worth $9,000, not in theory, not in speculation, but in real, serious collector demand. Now imagine that coin sitting somewhere in your home right now. Imagine it lying on your table while you watch this video. Imagine that you've had it for years and never knew what it truly was. What would you do if you picked it up and realized the pattern on the mountains was different? What would you do if you noticed the texture, the shine, the relief felt off? What would you do if a single discovery turned an ordinary day into the moment? Your entire future changed? People say coins don't hold stories, but this one does. The search for the 2006 Colorado quarter is more than a hunt for metal. It's a hunt for destiny. Because coins like this don't just appear out of thin air, they wait. They wait for the right person, the right moment, the right set of eyes to finally understand what's been hiding in plain sight. And the rarest treasures in America have never been found by the wealthy. They've always been found by ordinary people who decided to look one more time. Somewhere, maybe not far from where you are sitting, there is a coin jar that hasn't been touched in years. A dusty cup filled with loose quarters from road trips and grocery runs. A drawer that rattles with forgotten change. A plastic bag of coins thrown into a closet during a move. A box inherited from a family member long gone. These places are not random. They are the hiding spots of history, quiet, untouched, waiting for the moment the truth is revealed. The people who found them weren't trained. They were curious. The opportunities weren't obvious. They were hidden. Just like this coin. The rarest treasures in the world are always found by the people who least expect it. That's how the world works. That's how history works. That's how legends begin. So here's what I want you to do. If you find a 2006 Colorado quarter, if you think you might have one, if you want to check yours after watching this, Scroll down right now and comment, "Yes, I have it." Because I am choosing 2 subscribers and only 2 who have the authentic rare error, Colorado quarter, and I will buy each coin for $9,000. This isn't a joke. This isn't clickbait. This is real. This is an opportunity that may never come again. And to every viewer in America, from collectors to everyday people, from students to retirees, from workers to coin hunters, listen closely. The next few minutes may unlock the truth behind one of the most shocking modern coin discoveries in U.S. history. The hunt begins now. The story begins now. Your chance begins now. This is the mystery of the 2006 Colorado quarter worth $9 million. And if you're holding it, your world is about to change forever.
Is the mystery of the 2006 Colorado quarter worth $9 million? And if you're holding it, your world is about to change forever. The search for the 2006 Colorado quarter is more than a hunt for metal. It's a hunt for destiny. Because coins like this don't just appear out of thin air. They wait. They wait for the right person, the right moment. It's the right set of eyes to finally understand what's been hiding in plain sight. And the rarest treasures in America have never been found by the wealthy. They've always been found by ordinary people who decided to look one more time, somewhere. Maybe not far from where you are sitting, there is a coin jar that hasn't been touched in years. A dusty cup filled with loose quarters from road trips and grocery runs. A drawer that rattles with forgotten change. A plastic bag of coins thrown into a closet during a move. A box inherited from a family member long gone. These places are not random. They are the hiding spots of history, quiet, untouched, waiting for the moment the truth is revealed. Picture it. You're going through your old things. Maybe you weren't even planning to look for coins. Maybe you were just cleaning, just organizing, just killing time. And then your fingers brush against something cold, metallic. You pull out a stack of quarters. They make that familiar clink, the sound we've heard our whole lives. But today, that sound feels different. You look closer. You see, the year 2006, your heart beats faster. You flip it over. You see the Colorado design? But something looks strange. Something feels different. The mountains don't look like the others. The shine is different. The details feel sharper. The edge feels unfamiliar. For a moment, the world goes still. Could it be? This is how every legendary coin discovery begins. Not with experts. Not with machines. Not with collectors. With ordinary people who suddenly find themselves in the middle of an extraordinary moment, a moment that makes your hands shake, a moment that makes your chest tighten, a moment that could rewrite your entire life in an instant. That moment is what brought millions of viewers to Old Quarter Dollar Value. Because people know deep down that life-changing opportunities don't always come dressed as miracles. Sometimes they come disguised as pocket change. Think about the journey this coin has taken. It was minted in a building filled with noise, heat, pressure, speed, thousands of coins stamped every minute, quality control checks flying by, machines scanning surfaces, workers inspecting batches, and yet somehow this one coin, this one $9 million anomaly, slipped through. Not because someone wasn't paying attention, but because the flaw was too perfect, too small, too impossible to catch. A glitch in the system. A whisper in the machinery. A tiny deviation that created something priceless. Imagine the first person who saw it. They had no idea. Maybe they were buying gas. Maybe they were paying for a sandwich. Maybe they dropped it into a tip jar without thinking. Maybe they gave it to their kid for a vending machine. They never knew what they touched. They never realized that they held in their hand a coin that collectors would one day fight over. A coin that would shake the numismatic world. A coin that could buy a mansion, several cars, and secure a family's future forever and now. The coin may be in your possession. The most unbelievable treasure stories don't come from museums. They come from kitchen tables, garages, old jars, and pockets. They come from moments when someone decides to look just a little closer. They come from people who ask themselves, what if? And that question, that simple, powerful question, has changed the lives of so many viewers who trusted their instincts. Because instinct is what guides treasure hunters. Instinct is what led you to this video. Instinct is what keeps you watching right now. Something inside you knows that this story is not an accident. Something inside you believes something rare could be waiting for you, and here's the truth. Most people don't want to admit. Most fortunes in history weren't earned. They were discovered. The people who found them weren't trained. They were curious. The opportunities weren't obvious. They were hidden, just like this coin. And this time, the opportunity isn't for everyone. It's not for the world. It's for you, the subscriber watching this, the person who stayed, the one who listened. That's why I'm offering to buy 2 of these rare 2006 Colorado quarters for $9 million each. But only from subscribers of old quarter-dollar value. Only from the people who believe in the hunt. Only from those who trust that rare things often come disguised as common ones. So if you think you might have one,